Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on a powerhouse in college sports, the Ottawa University women's flag football team.
Yeah, they've been something else.
We're going to try and unpack what's behind their incredible run, look at some key players, and think about how the whole college flag football scene changing might affect them.
Right, because it is changing and fast.
Exactly. So if you're curious about what makes a program truly great, or you're just interested in where this really exciting sport is heading, well, you're in the right place.
Ottawa's grip on the NAIA national title. It's pretty much total. We're talking 4 consecutive championships since the NAIA sanctioned the sport back in 2020.
4 in a row.
Yeah.
That's dynasty territory, isn't it?
It really is. They haven't given anyone else a look in at that top spot.
And it's not like these are squeakers either. That 2024 final against Kaiser, 26-6. Pretty decisive.
Yeah, that scoreline tells you a lot. And it's not just the Nationals. Look at their conference, the KCAC. They dominate there, too. Regular season tournament titles, the works.
Right. I saw they just won their 5th straight KSAC tournament, beat Kansas Wesleyan 28-13. That was just back in April.
April 26th, yeah. 5 straight conference tournament wins. That level of consistency is, well, it's rare in any sport.
Totally. And the records back it up. They
Okay.
finished 2024 at 17-4, which is strong.
Yeah, very strong. But here's the kicker.
Okay.
Right now, heading into the NAIA finals
Yeah.
in May 2025,
Yep.
they're undefeated, 18-0.
Wow, 18-0. Okay, so what's the magic formula here? What are the building blocks for this kind of sustained success?
Well, you look at a few things. Coaching is definitely a big piece of it. They've got leaders, coaches who've been around professional football.
Okay. So that brings a certain level of maybe tactical thinking, discipline.
Exactly. Innovation, discipline.
Yeah.
It filters down. But it's not just coaching, their defense. It's legendary in NAIA flag football.
Known for being tough.
Relentless, really. They excel at pulling flags, obviously, but also forcing turnovers. It disrupts rhythm, creates short fields.
Yeah. Okay, so stifling defense, but you need to score points too. What's
Right.
the offense look like?
It's very adaptable. You've got quarterbacks like Nowdis and Carrera who are dangerous throwing and running, a real dual threat.
Right.
And the receivers are smart. They run the plays, obviously, but they're also really good when things, break down, which happens a lot in flag.
Finding those open spaces, yeah.
Exactly. Like Alyssa Linkus, she had a huge game in the 2024 NAIA final, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
And Carrera, in that recent KSAC's final, 26 of 32 passing for 319 yards and 4 scores.
So you've got the QB, the receivers. It sounds like they've got depth too, not just relying on a few stars.
That's another key thing. They recruit well, they develop talent. So yeah, they have that depth. It means they can handle injuries, or if someone's having an off game, someone else steps up. It's a full team effort.
Makes sense. So speaking of players stepping up, let's talk individuals. Addison Orsborn, her name pops up constantly.
Yeah, Addison's a great example of the talent there. She's made the U.S. women's national team 3 years straight, 2023, 2024, 2025.
3 years on the national team while still in college. That's incredible.
It really speaks volumes, doesn't it? About her skill and, frankly, the program at Ottawa. This season, 22 catches and nearly 220 yards, 3 touchdowns. Plus, she runs the ball effectively, too.
Okay, rush WR role, right.
Yeah, exactly, averaging almost 10 yards a carry. And she had that touchdown catch in the 24 NAIA final as well. Very versatile.
A real weapon. And we touched on Madison Carrera's stats, but her performance in those clutch moments seems key.
Oh, definitely. That 24 NAIA final win. She was 34 for 41 passing, 246 yards, 4 touchdowns. Just took control.
Over 80% completion in a championship game.
Yeah. And she threw the game winner right before halftime to Jaslyn Camacho. That was a huge momentum swing.
Wow. And then repeats it in the KSAC final this year with another 4 TD performance. Just clutch.
That's the word for it.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Jaslyn Camacho. She seems to come up big in big games, too, alongside Alyssa Linkus.
Right. Linkus had the 2 TDs in the 24 final, and Camacho did too.
Correct. And Camacho, in that same KSAC game, had 2 more touchdown catches, including like a 44-yard bomb.
So they have multiple players who consistently deliver when the pressure's highest.
That seems to be the case. Big-time players making big-time plays.
And while the offense gets the headlines with those numbers, we can't forget that defense we talked about.
So they create turnovers as well. It's a complete defensive unit.
Okay, so Ottawa's built this dynasty, essentially. But the sport itself is exploding, right? College flag football is growing fast.
It really is. It's exciting to see. The NAIA kicked it off in 2020. The NJCAA, the junior colleges, they're on board now too.
And the NCAA.
Big movement there.
Yeah.
Lots of schools adding programs, varsity and club. I think the count is, what, over 65 NCAA schools sponsoring it at some level now?
Over 65 already. Wow.
Yeah, and more are expected. The NCAA is moving towards making it an official emerging sport for women.
Which could mean NCAA championships down the line.
That's the path, potentially.
Sure.
The projections are pretty wild. Some say over 100 colleges with varsity programs by 2028.
Yeah.
Think about the scholarships that opens up.
Thousands of opportunities.
Exactly. Plus, you've got the NFL backing it, Nike's involved.
Yeah.
And then there's the Olympics. It's going to be in LA in 2028.
Right. The Olympics, that gives it huge visibility.
Massive visibility. It all feeds the growth.
So with all this growth, all these new programs popping up, more competition, how does Ottawa stay on top? Are they threatened?
Look, the competition will get tougher. That's inevitable. But Ottawa is, I think, really well positioned. They've got the track record, the experience coaching. That championship culture is already ingrained.
They've set the bar.
They really have. And that success, it helps recruiting. Top high school players are going to look at Ottawa and see a proven winner, a path to the top.
So their reputation becomes a recruiting advantage.
I think so, definitely.
This whole picture sounds incredibly exciting, especially if you're, say, a high school player right now.
Oh, absolutely. If you're playing flag football in high school and dreaming of college, this is your time. The doors are opening wide.
More teams, more scholarships.
Exactly. It's genuinely a fantastic, encouraging time for young women wanting to play flag at the next level.
Yeah, really inspiring stuff. Okay, so let's wrap this deep dive up. We've seen Ottawa's just incredible dominance in NAIA flag football.
Built on that elite coaching, the tough defense, versatile offense, and, some truly clutch players.
Right. And even though the college landscape is changing fast, getting more competitive, Ottawa seems really well set up to stay right at the front.
They do. They have all the pieces.
So that leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Thinking about Ottawa's winning streak, this dynasty they've built, but also this wave of new talent coming into the college game.
What's it going to take? What does another program need to do or build to seriously challenge them, to knock them off that top spot consistently? Is it coaching? Recruiting? A specific strategy?
Yeah, what are those key ingredients for building a championship team in a sport that's evolving so quickly? Something to chew on.